This is the second part of the video dedicated to pre-special long point, and in this video I want to explore the place with pre-special long point versus Quarta custodia. And to do this I first have to interpret Quarta custodia. So what is it about? Quarta custodia looks like this, and we can clearly see two important features. One of them is the sword that is directly above the head. It is not on one side or the other, but it is above the head. And the second feature is the shield that is close to the body. This is interesting. Well, you can see we have several images of this position, and we have images of this position from both sides, and in all images you can see the face of the shield facing you, the viewer. Why is that? Well, I believe this is the type of distortion that I have already found in prima custodia, and I have talked about it in the video dedicated to prima custodia. This means that the shield is in fact portrayed from the frontal view. So you see it turned against you, towards you from the side, but it is in fact like this, on the center of the body from the front. So these are the two important features, so the position would look like this. There is one more feature that is not that visible, but it is visible in the first and possibly second image of this position, which is that the stance is much narrower. Say secunda custodia would be long, like this, but if you go into quarta custodia, it should be shorter, like this. This is very visible in the first image, somewhat in the second image, and not in the others. So it may be an optional feature, but certainly this position with the short stance, the body like leaning over, sword above the head, this reminded me of an action. So this is a common technique in fencing in general. We will show it just without the shield. The opponent is striking for my leg. I will retreat my leg and attack from above. I'm abusing the fact that the opponent is going low, so he needs longer reach than I need to hit his head. So I believe Quarta custodia is exactly about this. If we add the shields, if the opponent is cutting for my leg, I can do this kind of attack. So it is, I am moving back, rising my sword, so I am getting in the Quarta custodia and immediately striking. So this escape, this retreat will be exactly Quarta custodia. And maybe Quarta custodia is even a bit generalized version of this, because we have this shield that is close to the body. While is the shield close to the body, it might be because I want to retract my hands so that it is no longer a good target. The opponent may attack, say, a common half shield for my hand, like this, and I can escape from this attack by going into Quarta custodia. So I have escaped, and then I can strike immediately. Here I cannot reach, so I will follow it with step back. But the escape is done by moving into Quarta custodia and then attack. So this might be the logic of Quarta custodia and the reason why Quarta custodia doesn't have the shield forward but close to the body. Because if it is just against the leg attacks, I wouldn't need to retract my hands. It could go like this. But if I do retract my hand, I believe this is because I want to save my hand. I want to escape also with my hand from the possible attack. So I believe, and again, this is not cannot be proven. This is my concept. But I believe that Quarta custodia is exactly about this, about escaping, putting a little bit of distance between me and the opponent, while keeping the opportunity to punish him with a strike from above. If Quarta custodia is really this, it would mean that we will find it in like weird, hard to understand place. Because this is not how you usually use a custodia in 133. In 133, a play starts in some of the fencers standing in a custodia and you expect some kind of waiting there. But with Quarta custodia, you would, in fact, if you were waiting for the opponent, you would stay in a different position. But when he attacks, then you switch into Quarta custodia. And you immediately, like sort of in tempo, will strike his head. And these sort of in tempo actions are hard to see in 133. They are there. I have found some of them, but they are not clearly described. Certainly the way how 133 describes the combat has hard time to talk about these in-tempo actions. So it means that if Quarta custodia is involved in the play will probably not follow the pattern from, say, the first place. It will be somewhat weird, somewhat different. Well, and exactly this is what we see in the place of Quarta custodia. This is not exactly the proof, but it can be like a hint that Quarta custodia may be really this. Now let's get back to our pre-special long point. In the previous video I have said that the defender, when I'm besieging the opponent with pre-special long point, the defender has three options. He can not react at all, then he will get hit, or he can react to my thrust and block it with the sword and shield, or he can attack me before I am able to get into the thrust and hit me with half shield. And 133 is giving us a fourth option, and this is the play that shows pre-special long point besieging Quarta custodia. The last thing that the opponent can do to defend against my pre-special long point attack is to pull back into Quarta custodia, because we start both in tertia. I am going into pre-special long point and launch my thrust, and the opponent is going into Quarta custodia, so I won't reach. I can't reach. This is possible, and I, as an attacker, am then advised to switch into Schützen, because, again, I'm going pre-special long point. I will not reach. As soon as I see that I will not reach, I will immediately go into Schützen, because I am being threatened from above, and I don't want certainly to go under his sword. So immediately I'm putting a Schützen here, so that if the opponent attacks, he don't have to attack, and still I am putting here the Schützen. And with the Schützen I am going forward. And if he does nothing, I will just thrust. Because this preemptive Schützen enables me to push forward. So the idea is, again, pre-special long point, I am going there, the opponent is escaping, I am putting the Schützen there, pushing forward, and then thrusting, if I am close enough. Now, the play is showing us two possible outcomes of this situation. First one, well, in fact the last one, the last play, is showing the situation when the opponent only escapes into Quarta and does nothing more. There is no half shield, no attack, nothing. So we start in tertia. I am going down, thrusting, he is escaping. I am putting a Schützen here, getting closer, he is doing nothing. I am thrusting immediately. And the first situation, better for the defender, is that I am again going into my thrust, he is escaping, I am putting my Schützen here, and the opponent is cutting. And when he has cut, I cannot, well, I can still do my attack, but he can prevent this, because now we are in the bind. He is binding above and on the right, I'm binding below on the left, so this is a common binding situation, and the opponent knows how to solve it. Like this, shield slug and attack. So, I believe the priest is telling us that this is not the best solution. The best solution to being attacked with priest special long point is to strike me immediately with half shield when I am here. But he can escape into Quarta, and if he does, he should immediately strike me and then work from the bind, like this. I would say that if we see a play of priest special long point attacking Quarta custodia, it means that in fact the defender was not in Quarta custodia at the beginning, but he reacted by switching into Quarta custodia in order to escape the attack that the priest is doing, the attacker in the priest special long point is doing. So this is how I understand the logic of priest special long point and of Quarta custodia. Priest special long point is giving us a new option, and that is this thrust from below, which is in fact quite good to for circumventing the opponent's defense. It works the best if you are quite low and you attack from very low, and you can reach the opponent, you can hit the arm that is behind the shield, and it quite works. The opponent is given some options how to defend this, and they work too. In sparring you can, well, I have several times found myself in the situation when I am going below because I feel that there will be some opening, and the opponent is reaching lower, and we are going lower and lower because we want to block one and the other. These are the situations that may match this plays of priest special long point, and these plays are also showing us how it is possible to use Quarta custodia, to use this pullback against attacks that go quite low, that don't have the reach that they could have. So it is my interpretation, it is my hypothesis, it fits into what we know and what we see in the manuscript, but we can't be sure if this is correct. Maybe some other interpretation can match it too. I don't know. But certainly this interpretation brings in some new actions, brings in this Quarta custodia that is pulling back. It brings in the thrust from below, which is a plausible action, and offers us some new possibilities.